I just bust a nut on a bitch chest. Flexing on these niggas like a bench press.
All right, motherfuckers, this is Master Marks, and I'm coming back with another motherfucking goddamn live video. And today's video is simply titled, Was Money in the Bank better than AEW Forbidden Door? Was it better? And I know a lot of people who are non-AEW pack smokers. Shout out to the AEW pack smokers and all my motherfucking gang. I know a lot of people will sit there and say, who are non-AEW pack smokers, they'll sit there and say that AEW Forbidden Door was better than Money in the Bank. And that's a fucking lie. I mean, just alone, Street Profits versus Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, the Usos, you know, fucking day one, the bloodline. Just that match alone was better than every match on AEW Forbidden Door. It was better. It had a lot of excitement, a lot of fun, good tag team wrestling, old school tag team wrestling, with a little bit of high flying. Montez Ford is a star. He's a star. And then, you know, Dawkins too. Like Dawkins, I mean, he might not be a heavyweight championship type of star, but he is definitely like a, you know, in the category of United States champion, cruiserweight, mid-Carter guy. He's decent. Dawkins is decent. And then, of course, you know, the Usos, which they look the best they've looked in their entire career. The Usos look the best they've looked in their entire career, which is the reason why I say the Usos are a better tag team than FTR, the Young Bucks, the Brusos, or what is his name? The Bruce. I called them the Brusos, the Briscoes, the Brusos. They're better than the Briscoes. Fucking all of those dudes, man. They're better. Called them the Brusos. I can't believe that. Hey, look, y'all motherfuckers do not be hating on me for saying the Brusos. Y'all do not. It's motherfucking 4th of July. I still ain't got my plate yet, so what the fuck ever. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, Money in the Bank was way better than fucking AEW Forbidden Door because it just seemed like a pay-per-view that was worth watching. And I know WWE puts on a lot of like bullshit filler pay-per-views. They really do that shit a lot. But Money in the Bank didn't seem like a bullshit filler pay-per-view to me. Like it seemed like that was a big pay-per-view. And they didn't need a lot. Like they didn't need like the biggest names really to make it a good pay-per-view. Their heavyweight champion wasn't even there. So, yeah. They had a better pay-per-view than AEW did, and the heavyweight champion was not even fucking there. So, explain to me how AEW Forbidden Door was better. And I know people go, well, CMPUNK is the heavyweight champion of AEW. It's just a champion in his place until he comes back. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. Who cares? AEW had a championship match, I think multiple championship matches on their card, and still, with WWE only kind of running like a couple, it still looked better. The lighting was better. The crowd was more into it. I mean, yeah, you got to pop for Cesaro and AEW Forbidden Door, but I mean, that's what Tony Khan does. That is the reason why Tony Khan hires new wrestlers, is for pops. He doesn't do it for storylines or for build or for anything, because I've seen something about Kenny Omega saying that storylines and matches don't actually matter anymore, which is fucking stupid. What's the use of doing a match? You might as well just put two random crackheads in the fucking ring in multiple matches if storylines means absolutely nothing. And I mean, yeah, I mean, there were good parts to it. I mean, Liv Morgan, she won the women's, I almost called it the Royal Rumble, women's Money in the Bank. Bianca Belair retained. The Usos retained. Bobby Lashley, he won the U.S. Championship off of Theory. And then, of course, Ronda Rousey beat Natalya, which Natalya, them titties was out, boy. Tyson, boy. If I was you, I wouldn't wrestle again, boy. Because your ass probably be sucking on them titties from fucking morning, noon, and night when she come home. So that shit don't even make you want to wrestle. But yeah, that's beside the point. Shout out to the AEW Pack Smokers. Make sure y'all follow us on Twitter at MasteredUpMarks. We can talk more about that shit on Twitter. Yeah, you know how YouTube be. But yeah, so she beat Natalya, and then Ronda was kind of beat up. Liv came in, cashed in, won the champion. Liv got a bigger pop than Cesaro got. That's facts. We know that. I'm not really a big fan of Liv Morgan. She's sexy. She's attractive as fuck, but she's just not a good talker on the mic, which is okay. Hopefully down the line she will become a better talker. I don't really necessarily remember Alexa Bliss being great on the mic when she first started either, but I think over time she became better. So maybe the same thing will happen for Liv. Shout out to Liv. Yeah, Bianca Belair, she beat Carmella, which Carmella was looking good as fuck. Bianca Belair was looking good as fuck as always. I don't know if y'all really watch women's wrestling to like, for what reason y'all watch it. I just watch it to see the women wrestle. That's it. I'll be honest with y'all. And y'all can say it's whatever. I know somebody will get offended by that. I really don't give a fuck. We want to see sexy women in the ring, and, NXT just got a new sexy woman, which we will talk about soon. Shout out to Nikita Lyons as well. Shout out to motherfucking Mandy Rose, as always. Yeah, so, and then I guess we'll go to the main event. So this is something that I really want to, I want y'all to explain to me. And I know my AEW Pack Smokers, y'all don't think this way. But for those people who do think this way, why is it such a problem that Theory is getting a push? Why is this such a problem? What is the issue with that? He's young. He's talented. He can talk on the mic. He has a decent gimmick. His theme song is fucking trash. Please change that theme song. Whoever is in charge. Paul, Stephanie, Linda, I don't give a fuck. Who in charge? Change that fucking theme song. That's just trash as fuck. But why does that shit bother y'all so much that Theory is getting a push? Like, the same people, and this is just so crazy. I think because some of y'all been watching AEW so much and y'all so used to old-timey ass wrestlers coming in there and taking a young guy's spot that y'all don't even care about that shit no more. Theory is young. Theory has an opportunity to become something. He's still young. It's just like MJF, just like Wardlow, just like Carmelo, just like Brian Breaker, just like Gable Stevenson if he stopped pulling a Freaky Watson. Just like a lot of those young guys. Damian Priest. Maybe Dominic Mysterio if he go to the fucking Performance Center and learn how to talk on the mic, because that's very needed for Dominic Mysterio. Theory's young. Y'all sit here and beg for new people to win championships and say how tired y'all are of seeing Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar and all of these people. And y'all don't realize that in order for y'all to stop seeing those people all the time and they get all of the championships, you have to build stars, legit stars, not jobbers, not mid-carders. Oh, and I forgot Montez Ford, too. I would say Montez Ford. He's good on the mic. He has a good size. He's good. He's really athletic. Montez Ford can do something really good, man. He can do something really good. But for you to be able to not have to have John Cena come back and celebrate an anniversary, or Undertaker come back, or Roman Reigns come back when he started doing movies, or Randy Orton come back and do all these things, and have all these wrestlers that have already been successful, in order for you to stop that from happening, so you don't have to see these Goldbergs and guys like Hulk Hogan and shit wrestle for championships, you have to build new stars. Cena's career is basically over. So they need a guy that can at least somewhat take the place of Cena, or do something like Cena. They need a guy. And I think as of right now, maybe Theory just might be their guy. I don't necessarily know if his cash-in is going to work for him. It probably won't. It probably won't. But we'll see. So, yeah, I just want to figure that out. All my AEW Pack Smokers in the comment section, tell me how you feel about Theory, what you think about, his push. You know, I figured he was going to win that men's Money in the Bank because I couldn't really see anybody else winning it because Roman has beaten pretty much all of those guys. Except for Omos, and it's not working for Omos, for me. It's a no for me, dog. Omos ain't working. MVP is not helping. They better all putting MVP back with Bobby Lashley. Sorry. Omos is just not working. His gimmick is not working. He's not dominant enough. He doesn't look strong enough. His music is terrible. His ring gear is still terrible. They going to need more than MVP to help Omos. They need something, but it ain't working yet. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people hate on Theory and try to, you know, talk down on him because he's young and they're giving him a push because it seems forced. What do you think? Yuta Wheeler or whatever his name is, that's forced. CM Punk being the champion, that's forced. Hangman Page being the champion, that's forced. What did Hangman Page do in the arc of his AEW career that made him need an AEW heavyweight championship? Even when he got the championship, he did absolutely nothing. He just walked around with a beer in his hand and walked around with the belt. So, yeah. At the end of the day, y'all need to shut the fuck up about the whole Theory shit. He's young. He's still got a lot of chances. He'll grow into his character better, and he'll progress in the business of wrestling. And he has a good look. He can talk on the mic, and that's what Vince likes. That's what Paul likes. As much as Paul does cater to the indie crowd, Paul still likes a Paul-esque wrestler, a Cena-esque wrestler, a Batista-esque wrestler, a Rock-esque wrestler. So, yeah. I don't know. But at the end of the day, yeah, Money in the Bank wasn't too bad. I watched the whole show. I wasn't really disappointed. I didn't like turn it off. I wasn't too like into the whole Natty versus Ronda thing, but boy, Tyson Kidd, man. That boy Tyson Kidd sucking on them motherfucking natty titties like sucking on a natty daddy, boy. I'm telling you. But like I said, we're not gonna talk about that on here. If y'all want to talk about that shit, at me on Twitter, at MasterMarks. At the end of the day, yeah, like I said, Money in the Bank was pretty cool. It was better than AEW fucking Forbidden Door. As always, that's not a surprise. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell us if you hate us. Tell us if you love us. We'll do more videos this week. I'll probably talk about the truth about Theory. We're gonna do a truth about Theory later on down this week. And then I know I still haven't talked about the Vince shit. I'll talk about that sooner or later. It'll happen. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure more interesting shit will come up. And, of course, Tony Khan will sign somebody. Hopefully you don't sign Bray Wyatt. Hopefully. Well, like I said, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell us if you hate us. Tell us if you love us. I'm out this bitch.